Gents, I have a few questions for you. How tired are you of the current dating market in Western culture? Are the behaviors of modern women a turn off to you? I have made video after video describing these behaviors of modern women and how men need to work on themselves. I recently made a video talking about how modern women are teaching other women to use men for money. In today's video, we'll discuss the reasons men need to get their passports, and I'm going to read your stories from the comments in a past video. Almost 6 months ago, I made a video where I defended the brother Richie Mac from people hating on him for living his best life overseas. Shout out to the channel Zoom to Thailand. From that day, I was dedicated to discussing these topics that affect us men and that we care about. I have pulled comments from that video that I hope will serve to inspire you all to get your passports now and to live your best life. With that being said, let's get started.
In society today, there's openness about all these different things. All these things you can be open about now. And then all of a sudden, when it comes to men saying they want to leave and they want to go to other countries, and I don't think there's the express thought that they just want to fall in love or get with another woman, but if they were looking for a woman, then they want to maybe get with a foreign woman. And I did a poll on this channel about it. So you're gonna want to subscribe to this channel so you can see the results of that poll and also support the channel. There's the men that are kind of jaded, that are kind of, they're kind of fed up with modern women. Not kind of, they are fed up with modern women. That's why you have channels like this one, and you have other channels that's in the manosphere, right? You can call them whatever. I don't necessarily call myself red pill, MGTOW, none of that stuff. I don't consider myself any of that thing. I guess the closest thing I'd be MGTOW because I'm going my own way. I'm doing my own thing. If you haven't done anything, you haven't experienced anything, if you haven't been anywhere, then you don't really have a leg in the conversation because all you know is what you see from sitting on your couch. All you know is what you see from being in your town. Most people don't go past 250 miles of where they're from. Most people. So if you haven't been beyond there and you're relying on TV, you're relying on television to tell you about what the world is like, I think you're limiting yourself. And so you have a lot of men that are jaded by the modern women today. And they are seeing channels of men moving and traveling to other places. This looks enticing. It looks different than what I see. And they're kind of wanting to see that, to live vicariously through those people. But not only that, a lot of men are so jaded now, they're saying, I want to get my passport too. How can you fault somebody for going after love, right? Or going after someone that meets what they want? That men are feeling like they cannot stand modern women. You know, this I don't need a man. This I don't need anybody. It's like 80% of women are going for 20% of the men. And a lot of them is unrealistic. So with all this being said, I bring all that to get to the point. When men see women overseas, what they see is women that aren't high on themselves. Like they might keep themselves up and they look good and they want to show off. And they, like in Latin cultures, those women keep themselves tight and they're in fierce competition with other women. But you would think that would make women more humble. You would think it would make women be more fierce competition. Now your good dudes are tired of it. And so good dudes are starting to make mass exodus and they're looking and they're asking the question, why can't I have my passport? Why shouldn't I get my passport?
This first comment is from the brother C. Jack. He says, been living overseas for the past 5 years. Been to South Korea, Thailand 7 times, Philippines 3 times, Dominican Republic, Colombia, Ecuador, Costa Rica, Panama, and Indonesia. Life is great overseas. The women definitely treat us better overseas. I'm never coming back to the States and I'm done with American women. Fellas, get your passport and experience life overseas. Thank me later. So I want to shout out C. Jack for sharing all the places that he's been and letting us know how that women overseas will treat you well if you treat them well. I definitely agree about getting your passport and experience it. Thank you for your comment, brother. This one is from Where is the Accountability? Bro, obviously you a solid brother. Straightforward, no hating, just speaking facts. Liked and subscribed. I've been blessed enough to live in or visit most of these countries, and the women are more polite, gorgeous, and definitely more appreciative of their men. Like everywhere else, you need to be very selective in who you choose to be with. Respect. I want to thank Where's the Accountability for the gracious gesture. I'm just me, man. I'm just Sean C, baby. You know what I mean? Like, the attitudes of the women that you come across is just amazing. Just how nice everyone is. You know what I mean? Like, even the dudes are cool out here. I definitely could say that if you come here and you're polite and you're respectful and you respect their culture, then they're gonna treat you back well, man. You know what I mean? Just stay to yourself, be cool, and it's all good. This next one is from Mr. Clegg's Bike. I'm living in Thailand, married to a Thai woman. She is what I've always wanted in a wife. I had 2 Western wives and both used me for their benefit without benefiting my life. Yes, I pay a greater percentage of the bills than my wife does, but I have always paid more of the bills than my ex-wives ever did. At least now I get treated right, get affection, get shown appreciation and respect. And I have a non-combative woman who wants to be with me and wants me to be happy with my life. You could be certain that her attitude towards me makes me value her more every day. I don't understand any man attacking another man for taking a chance and building a better life for himself. If he's happy being in a relationship with an angry man-hating woman, no one is going to make him leave his angry woman. But why knock someone who doesn't want that and find something better? Thailand isn't perfect, but I could think of thousands of reasons not to return to my former country. I can't think of one reason that would make me want to leave the fantasy life I have here. Thank you for that, brother. Dude says, I live in Thailand. Cost of living, great weather, great people. My girlfriend is a nurse and she treats me so good. She has long hair, wears dresses, is in great shape, and 10 years my junior. I have no plans of going back and my girlfriend knows this. So there goes the she is with me for a passport theory. There's a talking point where people are like, hey, well, they're going to try to use you for your passport or for a passport to get back to the States. So yeah, you got to worry about some women like that. You do. However, again, if you put in the work, you come there, you're humble and you're doing what you're supposed to do, then a lot of those women do want to stay there. Like if you want to build a family there and these other places, those women are going to want to stay near their families, be there for their families. You know, I'm glad somebody addressed this. You know, he found himself a beautiful woman that's taking care of herself, and that's a great thing. Derek Smith says, I married a Filipina and moved to the Philippines. I have heard the whole I had to leave the country for a woman thing, but I met her in America. We decided to move there. It's terrible living like a king in a tropical paradise. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Train Dog 21 says, I married a woman from Jamaica. Man, the crap I get from the women here in the States is unreal. Shake my head. I have to protect her more from the other black women than anything else in the States, bro. Man, that's unfortunate. It really is, man. Train Dog 21 goes on to say, it's so, bro. I've had sisters tell me my wife ain't even black. Mind you, my wife is a dark chocolate sister too, fam. I said y'all aren't the only black women on the planet. Dude, it's insane. Man, that's crazy that you have women hating on a brother who has a black woman, and just because she's not from the States, they showing him and his wife hate. Train Dog goes on to say, sensational gent, brother, the best thing I've done for myself was get a passport and saw the rest of the world. Bro, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, and I'm glad you got happiness over there, man. We all aspire to get what you have. Kuka Sullivan says, greetings from Pattaya, Thailand. I have not met Richie Mac yet, but I have been living in Thailand almost 20 years after retiring at 38 from the U.S. military. Let me tell you, it is so much better than what Richie Mac has learned in the 2 years he's lived here. It's hard to explain to an American guy how different and amazing to live in Thailand is. Most think we are lying, but it's real. He also tells me, for your information, I first came to Thailand on holiday in 1991. It took me 11 more years to retire, but I got here in 2002. There are a few downsides to living outside of the US, but I promise you the upside is 50 times more. I got a 3-bedroom house about 1.5 miles from the beach. Up until recently, I had a full-time maid cleaning and cooking. I messed up and had a girlfriend for the first 10 years, but I've been single and extremely happy for the last 9. This is an amazingly safe, beautiful, and it's more fun than any place I've been to in the world. Hey, good for you, man. Hope you're living your best life out there. Now this next one is from my man Brazilian Coffee. He says, I married a Brazilian woman. She takes care of me. We're moving to Rio de Janeiro at the end of the year. We own a condo there. I am going to retire. She takes care of me. I have medical issues and she nursed me back to health when we both got COVID. I flatlined. Oh man. Glad you're with us, brother. My boys are jealous and my family. Please note, not all Brazilian women are like her. I have been married for 22 years. Hey man, congratulations that you're still here with us. Congratulations on your marriage. And I hope that you guys have plenty more years together. Now we have a sister that's here that has made a comment and I'm grateful for her comment. Let's hear it. It must be some very sad times in America. I was born and raised in Trini, been married 4 years going on 5. From day one, I have always taken care of my husband, cook, clean, bake, do laundry, fold all his clothes correctly, take him out on dates, etc. The list goes on. I feel bad that women of today are so low class that men are looking at this type of treatment as if it's something new. This is how you should be treated if you are taking care of your lady in every way possible. Thank you so much, Miss Harry. And thank you for coming on here. I know men needed to hear this, and I know that it will inspire them. And I hope you and your husband have a long and happy marriage together. Question of the day. Which of these comments, these stories, what about it that makes you more encouraged to get your passport now? Let me know down in the comments. Let's get the conversation started. Make sure you guys go ahead and check out my other videos. I am now living in Mexico. I'm putting out stories from Mexico. I'm still talking about different stories that affect the manosphere, so make sure you check those videos out. And if you like what you saw, click on this video right here, and I promise you that you won't regret it.